y'all, it's me, Jenny. I went to one of my normal thrift stores the other day and they're always having a bag sale. So I wanted to share with you guys the 14 things that I picked up. And y'all had said the other day, y'all want to see my trick to fitting as many items as you can in a bag. So I'll share that with you. And I also want to share with you something that I've realized about my own inventory that will be very valuable in my business going forward. If you're new here, hi, I'm JENNYSHANEYFELT, and I'm an online clothing reseller. So for me, what my business looks like is I go to thrift stores, I find inexpensive but high quality clothes, and I flip them on eBay and Poshmark for a profit. On my channel, every single week, you will find what sold videos where I share with you what is actually selling in real time in my business, how much I paid for it, how I listed it, what it sold for, what my profit was, all of that. But that's not what this is today. This is a thrift haul. I'm sharing with you what I picked up at the store, why I picked it up, and what I may price it at, and share with you some keywords that I may put in the listings. Okay, so first of all, I bought 14 items at this bag sale the other day. This right here though is only 7 items. So when I brought the items home, I did go ahead and lay them out. It's been a couple days, but for the purposes of showing you my trick to fitting a bunch of stuff in here, I wanted to show you what it looks like if you just throw the items in there. I would be able to fit one more dress in here. Let me find here's a skirt. But after that, they're gonna start saying, okay, that's full, and then give you another bag. So what this particular thrift store does is you bring your items up to the front and they put the items in the bag for you. But I started doing my little trick and handing them to her to put in the bag that way. But I will say this particular thrift store does want you to get as many items as you can in the biggest bang for your buck. So they always do try to fit as much as they can in the bag. I have had some thrift stores where they say it's a bag sale, but they say the most you can put in a bag is 7 items. And then I have other thrift stores that do bag sales that I go to where you carry the bag around with you, and as you're shopping, you put it in the bag. So they all do it a little bit differently, but I'll just show you. So here's now 8 items, but so remember what those 8 items look like in that bag. And let's start with the easy one. And you fold it in half, and sometimes you can fold it in half twice sometimes, and you just roll it tightly. Tight. This takes up a lot less space than a wadded up piece of fabric. And then you're gonna put them in there like bricks. Like, stack them side by side like bricks. So there's one. Maybe I'll do a little sped up video so y'all don't have to sit here and watch me do the whole thing. This was the same 8 items that I had in the bag in the first place, and as you see, it's only halfway full. So let me go ahead with the rest of the items just to show you. And 14. And there's still room for more. So if you try this little tip and you get more items, come back to this video and let me know. I would love to know that I've helped somebody in some way like that, where you can get more items for the same money. So this bag of clothes cost me $10 plus tax. I think it was $10.80, and there were 14 items. So that came out to 80 cents a piece. I've had it in that store where it was as low as 48 cents a piece. That might have been on a day where their bags were cheaper. I can't really remember, but try it and see what you think. So these 14 items, there is one dress in there that I may keep for myself, but I paid 80 cents a piece. If I sold each one of these for $25 a piece, which is about average for me, that would be $350. And I paid $10.80. let's just say I sold each one of them for $20. That's still going from $10.80 to $280. So bag sales are my friend. Oh, I do have one more tip about bag sales. Like, let's just say instead of 14, I might have had 25 items. So I might have looked at the pieces and been like, well, this is not gonna fit in one bag and it's not really worth the cost of 2 bags, which it probably would have been. But what I usually do is I'll get like my top 5, not my top 5, but my bottom 5 items that I love the least, and I'll set them aside. And then when I go up to the cash register, I'll say, do you think we can fit all these in one bag? If not, these are the ones that I want to put back. And so then they're like trying really hard to put it all in one bag for you if they're a nice person, and most of the time they are. But I also understand they're a business too, and they've got to do what they've got to do to make money. So then I'll have these 5 over here, and I've never had it happen to where they're like, no, we can't fit those in there. But if they did, I wouldn't have to dig back through the bag and be like, what do I want to put back? You know, I would probably just feel rushed and be like, I'm just going to go ahead and get 2 bags, and then my cost of goods would be higher. So that's another tip for you. All right, let's go through each one of these items, and I'll tell you why I picked it up, what I might price it at, and we'll go from there. So at a bag sale, I often find myself picking up items that I wouldn't have picked up at a regularly priced thrift store. So it's a good time to kind of experiment. And this is probably an item that I would not have picked up. Well, I don't know, I might have. But this is a Jane and Delancey. Let me move this computer out of the way. There's something on there that I want to show y'all later. But Jane and Delancey, it's got the ruffle sleeves. There's 2 layers there. That's a big reason why I picked it up. Here's your Jane and Delancey tag. Another reason I picked it up is because of the size. It is a 3X, and 3Xs sell great in my store. I love it. If it was my size, I would be keeping it. I will probably I haven't looked up comps on any of these, but I might price this at 25 and take less. I always price it a little bit higher than what I will take, but I will look at comps, see what they're selling for, and also look and see what of this exact same shirt in this exact same size is listed. If there's not any more listed, then I might can ask a little bit more. But if there's already 5 listed and they're all asking $25, if I price it at 30, mine is not gonna sell until the other ones sell probably. So that's kind of one of the things that I look at. Okay, this one is a Cato brand. I definitely did not pick this up because of the brand, but I will say that if you can find Cato in the right styles, it is a good bread and butter brand, I'm telling you. I haven't really tried to sell it in smaller sizes. This is a medium, so we'll see how this one goes. But Y2K, I love Y2K. This is a definite Y2K style. I graduated high school in the year 2000, and I had a dress very similar to this. It's got the bling at the top. And does anybody know what this style is called, where it's like wrinkled and then printed on, where you can see the part where it's not colored? What is that style called? I find it all the time and I never know what to call it. Anyways, I'll definitely use Y2K. It looks like peacock feathers, so I'll put peacock in there. I will definitely put baby doll dress because of the high waist. Those are great keywords that definitely sell. I don't know, I may try to price this one, depending on if there's any others listed, at about like 33. We'll see. Okay, so while we're on the Y2K topic, that's why I had my computer out. I wanted to share this with y'all because as I was relisting this morning, I tried to manually relist because you guys know I don't use a relisting software or any kind of virtual assistant yet. I may try one next month or the month afterwards and keep really good statistics and analytics and share with you guys, has it been worth it for me? I think that it will. I'm still trying to narrow down which one I want to go with, but I'm excited to try it. So, but I do every morning, I would say 4 or 5 days out of the week, not every morning. I go in and I manually relist at least 5 items that have been listed for 60 days or more that are a spring or summer item, because right now it's May. So when it gets closer to cooler weather, I'll start relisting the sweaters and stuff. Anyways, that has nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you. But what I'm trying to say is, while I was doing that, I was just like, I wonder what items I have that have the most watchers. So if you're new to eBay and you haven't really dug into the tools that are available to you as a seller, you may not realize how this works. So when someone is shopping on eBay, they can click to watch the item. So when you do that, when they watch an item, if you ever drop the price or run a sale or whatever, then eBay can send them a notification of that. So that's why people hit that watcher button. But if you go into your eBay and hit listings and then scroll down and tap the column that says watchers, it will order your active listings just for you to see based off of how many watchers they have. So I was like, oh great, I have 33 watchers on this one item. And the next one has 30, and the next one has 21, the next one has 17. But then when I looked to see what items it was, almost all of them have Y2K in the title. So that just goes to show me how popular the Y2K styles are. So I will scroll through these and show you. We've got vintage Y2K whimsy goth baby doll dress. We've got vintage 90s Y2K whimsy goth dress. Then we've got vintage Y2K Nike center swoosh ribbed tank top. Vintage Y2K size 9 beaded floral midi skirt. That one also has whimsy goth in the title. The next one, wet seal cottage core Y2K floral fairy dress. The next one does not have Y2K in it. It just says 100% linen knit tank top, Talbots. But the next one, Y2K beaded baby doll tank top, the limited spaghetti strap. The next one does not have Y2K in it. Ralph Lauren women's black velvet silk maxi skirt whimsy goth. The next one though, Y2K gimmicks women's large Y2K fairy grunge long flowy top. The next one, guess what? Y2K vintage Y2K evening gown, black velvet and blue empire waist. Go down 2 more, vintage Y2K. The next one is a cottage core dress, does not have Y2K in the title, but the next one does, and the next one does. What in the world? This is like the best discovery that I've ever found. So I am very in tuned to Y2K stuff as I'm shopping, just because I've heard from other resellers about how great it can be. So I'm really learning, like, I am a Y2K person because I graduated high school in the year 2000. So I know what we wore, but just because I wore it in the year 2000 doesn't mean that fits the Y2K style that's popular now. So I'm learning as I go what styles in the Y2K genre are popular. But oh my gosh, can y'all believe this? Like, this is insane to me. So I'm gonna do a little bit more digging and just pay closer attention to that. So I would be very curious if you take the time to go and look at your watchers, what trends are you seeing? I would love to learn from you too. So if you can share with me what trends you're seeing are big, that would be awesome. I would love to hear. And the other viewers can watch that as well. All right, so back to my bag. So I would definitely say this is also Y2K style. I hit the Y2K, what is it called? I hit the mother load. I hit the Y2K mother load. I gotta keep a watch on the time. Yeah, I gotta leave it in about 30 minutes. So this is a maxi skirt. Purple is a popular color right now. If you look up close, it looks like feathers. So I probably will put purple feather, maxi skirt, Y2K, stretch. I'll use all those words. Oh, tiered peasant skirt. I will put that in there. Those words seem to sell well. And this is a 2X also, so that's a good one. And then there was another one exactly like this in a different print that I got. Let me reach down in here and get that. And it is an olive green, which is the popular color. I don't know if I showed you the tag. This is Double Take, never heard of it, but it's an obvious vintage tag. You can see the paper tag. Paper tags are a good indicator of vintage. Okay, this one would not be Y2K. This is a brand called Cut Loose. They sell lots of like high quality fabric type things, and this is 100% linen skirt. Where is the tag? There it is. Cut Loose. And this is a little bit of a strange length to me. I can't show you. It hits right at the middle of my kneecap. So I don't sell a lot of skirts that size, that length. We'll see how this one does. But it is an extra large. I think more mature people will appreciate this length and appreciate the salmon color and appreciate the linen. So of course I'll put 100% linen in there, luxury, old money, pull on, elastic, stretchy. I'll try to fit all those keywords in there. I will put Cut Loose in the title. Next, another Y2K dress. Y'all are gonna love this one, it's beautiful. It's a maxi dress. Maxi dresses I do find sell better. It is a baby doll cut because it's got the high waist right there under the boobs. It's got like these braided details for the straps that go in between the padded cups. That is so nice because who wants to wear a bra with a shirt, a dress like this? Never heard of this brand, but it's an obvious vintage tag. Paper tag, medium. I just love it. So what words will I use for this? I'll use maxi dress, Y2K, baby doll, resort wear maybe, vacation, beachy. I might, because of the colors, I might use the word earthy. I might even use the word jewel tones. And I think I see flowers in this print, so I'll probably put floral in there. Or more of an abstract floral, but yeah, I'm excited about that one. And I've been forgetting to tell y'all what I think I might price them at. Those two skirts, I'll probably price those at like 20 or 25. The linen skirt, I have no idea. I'll have to look up comps on that one, but I can see that selling for around $29.30. This dress, I might list it for about $33, unless comps tell me otherwise. Okay, I did look this one up. It's a men's shirt, and something about the tag just told me to look it up. Number one, it had a paper tag, so I knew this was vintage. And look at this cute tag. Have y'all ever seen this before? It's Kennington, California. This shirt may not be like the end all and be all, but there were so many of these Kennington tags that were Hawaiian shirts with the big Hawaiian hibiscus flowers on it that were selling for like $50. Now the plainer ones like this did not look like they were selling for that much, but then again, they might have not had any listed. So I don't know, I'm gonna experiment with this. I might also list this around $33, but it's a men's, like, I don't know, I might use the word bowling shirt in it. It reminds me of bowling. And it's got embroidered dragons. This side does the black, that side, other side doesn't. See the embroidery on there. It's kind of a gauzy fabric. I don't know, after I saw the comps for the Hawaiian shirts though, I was like, we're gonna play with that one, see what happens. Okay, next, let me pick this one here that I might keep for myself. I love a maxi dress. I love being a girl. It's so wonderful to just throw on a big old t-shirt, which you can call a dress, and then people think you're dressed up, but you're actually just super duper comfortable. So again, this is Blue Island. I don't know anything about this brand, but this one isn't an extra large, so it'll probably sell well if I don't decide to keep it. I think this was just 100% cotton, pink. It's got the little, it is definitely baby doll, but I love it and I can't wait to try this one on. And it smells good, whatever they washed it in. Kind of takes me back to my childhood. I bet they use the same laundry detergent that my mom used to. She used Gain and she used Tide. I don't know which one that is. Okay, this is not a Y2K and I don't think it's vintage. But I was pretty blown away by these comps also when I looked it up in the store. It's Alberto Macaulay, extra large viscose, made in India. So it's completely sheer. It's got one purple sleeve, one red sleeve. It's got a little bit of, I guess you could call that beading, but it's more like tiny little sequins. And some of this brand of just super duper simple shirts we're selling for in the $50 range. So not quite sure what I'll be pricing that at, but I think that one is going to be a good sale. Okay, lately a lot of my full sequin stuff has done really well. So I saw this one, I ran over there and I grabbed it and stuck it in my bag. Now the brand is just Maurice's. Probably won't even put Maurice's in the title just because somebody's not gonna buy it just because it's Maurice's. I got it just because I've sold a lot of full sequin stuff lately. Okay, next, this is Cabby. I heard somebody recently pronounce it Cobby. How do y'all say it? Cobby like a corn cob or Cabby like a taxi driver? From what I understand, I've been reselling for a year, and from what I understand, Cabby used to be like a great brand to pick up, and I've gotten a few items. One did sell really quickly. It was a hoodie, and one sat forever and ever, but finally sold. One is still in my closet, so I don't really have a huge opinion on Cabby yet. I'm gonna call it Cabby until y'all tell me otherwise. But I just thought this was really cute, and I think it's got silk in it. Let's see. Rayon and silk. And it's got the zipper back. And I love a long shirt that covers my booty, and I just feel like other people probably do too, so that's why I picked that one up. What will I title that one? I might put maximalism in the title. I'll definitely put silk in the title. I'll definitely put the word Cabby in the title. Bold, red. Yeah, I'll put those keywords in there. All right, I did find J. Crew, but it's a size 4 petite. But I couldn't leave a J. Crew dress sitting there that would have only been 80 cents. So we'll see how it does, because I usually don't pick up size 4s. It's a very pretty dress, crisscross front. It's got the ruching, which a size 4 doesn't need ruching, but what will I put in the title of this one? I'll definitely put J. Crew. I will put preppy. I will put silk, maybe? I think it is silk. Let's see, hold on. Yep, 100% silk, so I'll definitely put that in there. I'll put the word flowy. I'll put the word country club, stuff like that. Okay, 2 more. This one, I don't know, I think I'll put Y2K in this one also, but definitely baby doll tank top. And so, because it's got that high waist there, and it has the lace trim, which is real popular. I will probably put floral, tropical, beachy. What brand is this? Body Control. When I looked this up to run comps, there were lots of Body Control pieces that sold for really good. So haven't heard anybody talk about Body Control, never seen it to buy, but let that one be on your radar. Super cute. Okay, the last one. This was also a brand tag that I was excited to see, and it was also one that I learned about through watching What Sold videos, but it's the brand Cachet, I guess. Is that how you say it? Cachet. I sold another piece, a Cachet piece that was just a shirt, very quickly for surprisingly good money. I can't remember exactly what it sold for. I think it was like $39. So I'm hoping this dress goes for even more than that, because it's the halter style baby doll top, Y2K, flowy. I'm not sure about the colors. It's black and brown, which I love, but I don't know how that's selling. Let's see, this one is a size 6. So all of these Y2K baby doll pieces, they were in different sizes. So I don't think that it was just one person getting rid of their stuff, that they had all in the same style. I don't know. I just had, the boys were at practice one day, so I had like an hour and a half to go look around. So I did all that in an hour and a half. I did good, didn't I? So the only thing I've done with these so far is I brought them home, spread them out so they wouldn't get wrinkled, and I put them in my spreadsheet here and wrote down just a real quick description of them and wrote down where I got them and what I paid for them. I haven't looked up what I'm going to charge for them yet, but I should be able to get through that inventory in there that's laying on top of the pool table, and at least start on this by the end of the week. I'll get all these listed by the end of the week. I think I can do it. So I'm just realizing this is my very first thrift haul video. What do you think? Do you guys like seeing thrift haul videos? I personally do not like watching thrift haul videos that's just, look, I got this dress. Look, I got this dress. Here's the brand tag. Look, I got this dress. No offense at all to people who do that. That's just not something that I want to watch. But if I can learn from that person why they picked it up, the experience they've had with it in the past, what they think they're going to price it at, what keywords they think they're going to use, then I feel like that's super helpful to me. So when I do thrift haul videos, if I ever do another one, that is definitely something that I want to do. One more thing before I go, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Well, did you know that if you subscribe and you hit the bell icon, then you'll be notified each time I release a new video? While you're there subscribing and clicking that bell icon, if you want to hit that like button, that helps me out more than you know. I would so appreciate it. And that's all for today. I'll see you next time.